The morning sun shines down on the vast savanna of Kruger National Park in South Africa, where birdsong fills the air. On a patch of open land covered with lush green grass, a lion cub plays around its mother's feet, its eyes sparkling with innocent joy. For many days now, the mother and cub have been familiar with this corner of the forest, carefreely rolling around on low rocks, oblivious to the movements around them. That morning, the lion cub accidentally saw a tall tree trunk and secretly thought it would be an ideal place to cling to and explore. The mother lion was still leisurely watching her cub from afar, but had not yet realized the potential danger that could occur. With all her curiosity, the lion cub began to climb up the tree trunk, trying to keep its balance even though its legs were still weak. Satisfied with its initial success, the lion cub continued to climb higher, clinging to the tree bark with its claws, as active as a small child exploring the world. A light breeze blew and the branches and leaves rustled, making the lion cub a bit confused but still determined to climb to the highest point. Unexpectedly, a dry branch high up suddenly cracked under the weight of the young animal. The lion cub slipped off the branch and fell heavily onto the grass below, causing a loud noise in the quiet space. The mother lion's panicked roar tore through the silence as she rushed to see if her cub was seriously injured. The lion cub groaned softly, trying to stand up but immediately collapsed as pain pierced through its calf. The soft grass on the ground was not enough to absorb all the impact, making the lion cub's wound even more severe. The mother lion leaned close to her cub, using her tongue to lightly lick the swollen areas, her wild eyes filled with extreme worry. Realizing that her cub could not walk on its own, the mother lion roared softly, signaling that she needed to find a way to save it. In this vast savanna, the mother lion knew that only humans could provide quick medical assistance to her cub. Without hesitation, she put her mouth on her cub, skillfully lifting it up while avoiding further pain. Walking slowly, she was determined to bring her cub closer to where the Kruger National Park staff regularly patrolled. With each step, the mother lion seemed to tense up, trying to maintain her balance, because even a little carelessness could cause her cub more pain. A soft groan came from the lion cub, making the mother lion's heart clench, as if the pain were reverberating through her own body. In the eastern part of the park, rangers were driving patrol vehicles, checking elephant tracks and studying the movements of antelope herds. A black staff member named Sifo sat in the driver's seat, chatting with his teammates about the day's work while attentively observing the surroundings. As the car rolled forward, they suddenly spotted a lioness in the distance, approaching unusually. Everyone was on guard. A lion approaching a human vehicle was usually not a good sign. Sifo signaled his teammates to prepare repelling devices if necessary, but his intuition told him something was unusual. As the car slowed down, they saw more clearly. The mother lion was carrying her cub, and the cub seemed motionless, looking to be in great pain. The group's breathing suddenly slowed as a surge of sympathy rose within them at this rare sight. The mother lion steadfastly approached, gently placing her cub in front of the car, her eyes seemingly pleading for help. Understanding the situation, Sifo slowly opened the door and stepped out, his hands raised high to show he had no intention of threatening her. His teammates also exited the car, spreading out while keeping their distance, ready to intervene if the mother lion became aggressive. Surprisingly, the mother lion did not bare her fangs or growl. She simply stood next to her cub, occasionally bending down to lightly lick its tattered fur. Sifo took a deep breath and slowly walked toward the cub to check its wound, his eyes still glancing at the mother lion's reaction. A few drops of sweat appeared on his forehead, but he remained calm, knowing that any wrong move could send the situation spiraling out of control. The mother lion roared softly but did not attack. It seemed she understood that the man was trying to help her child. Sifo gently slid his hand down the lion cub's belly, checking the thigh muscles and dirt-covered fur. The cub squinted slightly in pain, letting out a weak sigh that made everyone feel even sorrier for it. After a few minutes of examination, Sifo realized the wound was mainly caused by a strong impact, leading to bruising and widespread pain. He happily informed everyone that the lion cub had no broken bones or internal injuries. A sigh of relief spread through the air. Sifo's teammates nodded silently, exchanging glances of satisfaction. The mother lion seemed to recognize the positive signal. Her eyes relaxed and her tail swayed less defensively. Taking advantage of the calm situation, Sifo signaled for a colleague holding a medical bag to come closer. They took a bandage, soaked it in antiseptic, and carefully rubbed it on the swollen thigh muscle of the lion cub. The lion cub hesitated but endured the first aid. The fur around the injured area was cleaned of mud and sand, making it easier to bandage. The mother lion did not leave for a moment. She lowered her head and growled softly, not aggressively, but as if to say, "Be careful with my child." After disinfecting the wound, Sifo secured the thigh muscle with a soft bandage to prevent excessive movement. To relieve the pain, he prepared a gentle injection, ensuring there would be no serious side effects. The lion cub trembled slightly when the needle touched its skin, then gradually calmed down, perhaps as the medicine took effect. In the distance, a few visitors in other vehicles witnessed the miraculous scene, humans and wild lions helping each other. Eyes filled with amazement and admiration, they carefully took photos from a distance, not daring to get too close. Sifo checked the cub's breathing and heart rate one last time. Everything seemed stable. He smiled reassuringly at the mother lion, grateful that she had trusted him enough to save her child. For a few more minutes, the rangers carefully monitored the cub's reaction. Then they decided to step back, giving the mother and cub space. The cub tried to lift itself up, but the pain had not completely subsided. It collapsed and cried softly. Its mother immediately went to its side, touching its neck with her snout as if to encourage it. "Stand up, my dear." Sifo suggested waiting a little longer for the painkiller to take effect. While waiting, he gently sprayed an anti-inflammatory treatment on the bruise, hoping to speed up the recovery process. After about 2 hours, the cub's wound was bandaged, and the pain had significantly lessened. It slowly stood on all fours, trembling slightly before finding better balance. Satisfaction was evident on Sifo's face as he nodded to his teammates, signaling success. The mother lion roared softly, as if to ask, "Can my cub walk normally?" Sifo smiled and raised his hand, signaling that everything would be fine and that the cub would recover within 2 days. The mother lion seemed relieved. The cub, though still weak, nestled against her leg full of gratitude. The rangers remained cautious but were filled with joy at having helped this wild animal overcome danger. As the mother lion assessed her cub's condition, she turned her gaze toward Sifo and the staff, letting out a short roar, perhaps of thank you. The lion cub also growled softly, as if saying goodbye. As the patrol car backed away, the mother and cub disappeared in the savannah, the cub walking awkwardly but determinedly. The sun cast a golden glow over the landscape as the team watched them fade into the wilderness. Sifo, still seated in the car, reflected on the moment. A mother lion seeking human help for her cub. It was a scene that transcended language and species, a profound connection between humans and nature. Back in the vehicle, he recorded the event for the Kruger National Park Management Board. Though the cub would need time to recover, Sifo was confident it would survive. That day throughout the Kruger Savannah, the story of the Black Ranger and the mother lion spread, a symbol of love, courage, and the magical bond between humans and the wild.